you have no time to waste. You know what I mean? Um, sometimes when we're young, we feel like we got time to waste. We got all day, or I'm young. I just want to, you
Hmm.
know, the clock is ticking, and you will be older in a matter of no time. You know what I mean? So it's better to work hard early and kick back later.
Tell them.
You know what I mean?
Tell
So
them.
if you grind hard now, when you get to your 30s, you can be in cruise control. Not saying you ain't working, but you got your life kind of figured out. Your money's rolling in. You got a nice, stable business or career or whatever it is you doing, and you good. Because one thing I was able to see, you know, and I'm not perfect, at all. I always kept a job, but I'm not perfect. But I worked at the railroad like uh, when I was 19 up till I was about I worked there about 9 years.
The
So
Santa
from
Fe?
yeah, I worked for Eagle Intermodal back when it was called Eagle. They got a new name now, but yeah, at the Santa Fe Railroad, right there on Mount Vernon. And one thing I saw, um, because I worked with all ages of people, but I was young. But it was another guy in there that worked there. He was older black dude. Um, shout out to, man. I want to say his name, but I don't know if that's appropriate. But
Come on, give him a
I'm
shout out.
man, shout out to Blackwell. But his name was Mr. We call him Mr. Blackwell. That was his last name. But with and this is I'm not talking about him, but he was older. And one thing I noticed that Blackwell, when we would go to the locker room, and some days Blackwell would be in pain. He couldn't, his knees was hurting. He was, really in pain. Like it was hard for him to get around, but he had to be out there keeping up with young guys like me. You know what I'm saying? And not this, he was getting it done. Don't get me wrong, but just, when you get older and and you still gotta, work hard, it's gonna be hard on you. Now here we are, Blackwell they was making us work like 12, 14 hours a day. And he had to work them too. You know
Mm.
what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
here he is. I don't know his exact age, but I'll say Blackwell had to be at least. I want to say at least 60. I want to say maybe late 50s or something. But he was in pain, but he couldn't leave, or they was gonna fire him. You know what I mean? Like, or he gonna get written up, and he's really in pain. He's really in there rubbing himself down with the being gay, all kind of. He even had other methods that it was kind of funny, but he believed it worked. Yeah, I might have smirked a little bit, but then I thought about it and I was like, dang, he used to be in there spraying the WD-40 on his knees. I don't know, sometimes older South people they got things that they believed it worked,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he said it get in the joints, just like nuts and bolts. I remember he
Hilarious.
said that. He's like getting it, and he hit it with that WD-40, but I'm not really saying that to be funny, because it is funny, but it's just the way that made me think though. It's like, dang, I don't want to, I don't want to have to, you know, I don't want to be in that situation and have to work this hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you got people, a lot of us, some people, I don't work there, but some of us work at these warehouses, and you'll see somebody's grandmothers working there, and you be like, dang. And it's no offense on them, no shame on them. I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying, as you get older, you don't want to have to be in that position, to have to, you know, work in the warehouse throwing boxes and really sweating and just So what I'm saying by that is grind hard while you're young. You know what I mean? Go to school. If you're gonna be a nurse, start out the gate. You know what I mean? Like start. If you're gonna be an LVN, start early. Don't waste no time. It ain't no time to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, because what happens is that kick it, you thinking, oh, I'm just gonna kick it for 1 year. 1 year turn into 2 years. Two
Yep.
years turn into
Yep.
5 years. Five
Yep.
years turn into 10 years.
Yep.
You look down the line, and then now you got a group of friends that's kicking it. So everybody's kicking it. So now everybody turning into full blown kicketers. You know what I mean? They just want to kick it.
At 40.
They won't kick it all the way up. Every day is they have no real goal. Every day they like, man, we gonna get some drink. We gonna chill. And then we gonna see what's happening tonight. And we gonna pull up over here and we gonna link with them. And it's just they kicking it every night. Before they know it, life be done passed them by. And now then now they 40 something and they still trying to kick it, or they late 30s or whatever, and they don't have anything to show for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than, you know, pictures at the club, pictures, you know, hanging out, which is cool. I like hanging out too, but you got to take care of business first. You take care of business first, then you get to kick it all you want to. You know what I'm saying? I can kick it. You know what I mean? I didn't put my hours in. I go home and I want to, you know, call up everybody, you know, call a few friends to come over, barbecue and chill and drink, then I can do that. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. Come that next morning, I'm gonna get my butt up and I'm going to work too.
Yeah.
So if you a full-time kicketer and then you kick it all night and then you sleep in till like 1, 2 o'clock, you fucking up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That now you was the wrong kicketer. Cause I know there's many of us who got jobs and, you know, work and all that, and we hang out. But we still go to work in the morning. People think it's crazy. I know, man, I'll be up sometime 3 o'clock. But if I sleep past 10, and that's late, that's my max. I got to get up and make something happen. It's impossible for me to sleep till 1, 2 o'clock. I ain't never did it unless I was sick.